What is up, people, and welcome back to my Rags to Riches F1 2010 to 2014 career mode. This is the career mode where we go from one of the worst teams in F1 2010, try and work our way up through the ranks and through the teams and try and get a drive for one of the best teams in F1 2014. We're here in the F1 2011 season, the penultimate round of the F1 2011 season in Abu Dhabi. And if you have missed any episodes of this series, then you can find them all in the card annotation in the top right hand corner of your screens. And if you are new to this series, go check out the description for all of the rules as well. But we're here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, second place in the championship. And a fun fact for you guys is we only need 2 more points in this season, and we have beaten our grand total for the F1 2011 season in our first time of the Rags to Riches series. So that's pretty incredible stuff. We've got 2 races left to go, and we're only 1 point behind the total of the last time. So hopefully we can improve on that quite drastically and also catch up to Fernando Alonso in the championship. I've been saying for this whole season that I'm not focused on the championship too much, but now with 2 races left to go, I'm in second place. 31 points at the moment separates us two. I think my mind is on the championship right now. I do want to go and win it, but I'll still be happy with second place because it does mean it's a Force India seat for next season. We have an email before today's race. The team once again wants 6th place in qualifying, 3rd place in the race. It's going to be nice and clear in Abu Dhabi. Of course, it is a desert race, and we are going to change the helmet for today, and we're going to be using this nice and shiny one in case the lights do come on in today's race. Without any further ado, let's head over to the race weekend for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. One-shot qualifying here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the penultimate one-shot qualifying session of the F1 2011 season. What can we do today? DRS open, curves all the way down to the line, and let's get this lap underway. We'll be hoping maybe to try and secure our first pole position of the season. Not with lines like that, though. That's absolutely terrible. Terrible stuff so far on the opening corner of this lap, but not too bad through turns 3 and 4, or turns 2 and 3 as we go in towards the chicane now, and we are 3 tenths down on the pole time, but I reckon we can definitely pick that up. Oh, come on, Hayden, stop making mistakes. Oh, this is terrible. This has been a terrible lap so far. The fact that we've been overtaken by Nick Heidfeld as well. What on earth is going on? That's what's going on. I'm in high fuel and I'm in standard mix. Right, okay, we can't do this again. So let's put it up into rich mix, dive up the inside of Nick Heidfeld. Let's get this lap underway. Come on, let's do this. Let's pick it up as the rest of this lap goes. Let's at least get a decent result in the top 10. Right, 2 more corners left to go in this lap. What can we realistically achieve? I'm hoping maybe for at least a top 10 finish, but here we go, round the final corner, down towards the line. What's it going to be? Good enough for P7. P7 at the end of the day, just slightly lower than where the team wanted me to be in P6, but still, P7, I will take that, especially after a very, very horrible Sector 1. Not too sure exactly how Heidfeld was actually slower than me by quite a bit on that lap, seeing as he was right on my tail all the way through that lap there. But I reckon if I was definitely in fast mix and sort of, you know, got turn 1 right, I could have been within a chance of getting pole, but still hunting that first pole position of the season. Hopefully we can do it at the Brazilian Grand Prix, but we're just going to have to wait. Fernando Alonso, unfortunately, is in pole position, which is not exactly what I want to see. I want to see him further down the field and get held up in traffic, with Jenson Button 2nd, Hamilton 3rd, Petrov with a good qualifying session in 4th, Vettel in 5th, Massa just ahead of me in 6th, with myself 7th, Webber in 8th, Schumacher 9th, and Heidfeld in 10th, with Rosberg just missing out on the top 10 there, and my teammate Rubens Barrichello in P16. No real surprises in qualifying. So what can we do in today's qualifying session? Can we close up the gap in the championship to try and take the championship battle into the final round at Brazil? Let's wait and see as we head over to the race for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's race day. It is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the penultimate round of the F1 2011 season. We have qualified in P7, and the team today wants me to achieve a podium in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. But my main goal is to at least beat Fernando Alonso and try and get a 25-point gap to him, behind him, by the end of today's race, because that will at least take the championship down to the final race of the season and give me hope to try and beat him. But tyre condition, we have to start on the option tyres because we did manage to qualify in the top 10, and we will be hitting for the primes on lap 5 of today's race. But I might go slightly earlier if the AI are quite close to me at that time of the race. Nothing else really to talk about. 0% chance of rain. So let's head down to the track and get the penultimate round of the F1 2011 season underway. The championship leader and my main rival, Fernando Alonso, lines up in pole position. My other rival of Jenson Button lines up in second, with myself 7th, and Rubens Barrichello way down the field in P16. What can we do from 7th on the grid? Can we have a start like we did in Korea? Let's find out, as it's 4, 5, red lights, it's lights out, and away we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And where are we going to go? We've got to pick our line down in towards turn 1, round the outside Sebastian Vettel, and nice and tidy indeed round the outside of these guys as well. Both McLaren drivers, maybe even Jenson Button too, as I nearly run straight into the back of Alonso. That compromises my line, but I am still ahead of Jenson Button as he messed up massively into that corner. Right, Fernando Alonso, where are you going to go, buddy? I need to try and get the overtake on you. Oh, nearly went straight into the side and T-boned Alonso there. So I'm going to take a really wide line. That's allowed Button to go back up the inside. That's a terrible, terrible line into that corner. Need to sort out the hairpin, otherwise I'm going to lose out so much time to the rest of the field. But I get past Button in the end, and now we are closing in on Fernando Alonso. Right, what can I do on the Ferrari driver? In towards the left, then the right. Jenson Button, what are you doing, man? That was tight. Why did you... Wow, that was a dive bomb and a half from Jenson Button. I did not expect him to dive it up the inside there and take the smallest of gaps. Luckily, no damage to either of our cars, so I'm just going to carry on like nothing happened and still try and close in on Fernando Alonso. Yellow flag somewhere. Who has had an accident? Someone behind me. I was hoping it would be Fernando Alonso ahead of me. Had like a puncture or an engine failure or something like that. I need him to have problems in today's race, and then that will really set up a nice championship battle going into the final round of the season in Brazil. But unfortunately for Alonso, for me, he is still ahead of me right now. Fortunately for Alonso, he's trying to hunt down his third world championship right now, but I don't want him to get that. I want to get that championship. I want to try and get my first world championship in F1 2011. So close now to the back of Fernando Alonso. What can we do? If anything, can we do anything to get past the Ferrari man? I'm struggling at the moment to find that gap to go for the overtake, but we're closer than we have been so far down this straight. If we can gain down here, close up in the braking zone, and then possibly go for the overtake in towards the next chicane, then we could have the chance, and hopefully Jenson Button can follow me through as well. But I've broken very late into this corner, just about making the corner though, which is good news. But that has not given me the greatest of exits. But Alonso, to be fair, did not have a good exit either, but it's not double DRS, but we're going to be following in the slipstream anyway. Where are you going to go, Alonso? He's going to go normal line. I'm going to have to go off the circuit to go for the overtake, and that has not worked through there. Alonso, so frustrating being stuck behind you right now. Closing up so much as we go underneath the hotel right now. I'm pretty quick through this section. The AI like to brake a lot, whereas I just like to lift off the throttle, although that didn't really help me too much. This Alonso ahead of me is messing up my lines, because I don't want to go into the back of him and completely ruin my race and help him out. So I just trying to be as cautious as I possibly can on these early laps. And because I'm so close to Alonso and Button, if Alonso doesn't come into the pits, I'm going to be coming into the pits on this lap. Will Alonso come into the pits? Please don't come into the pits. No, he doesn't. Alonso deciding not to come into the pits just yet. And there we go, flying into the pit lane at this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Right, whereabouts is this going to put us? Definitely into the top half of the field. I mean, after the whole pit stop phase. But whereabouts is it going to put me now, in fact, actually? That's something certainly that we need to consider. Probably behind these back marks. I've not been held up by anybody. It was a slow pit stop, though. A 5.3 second stop. And as we come out of the pit lane in towards the tunnel, that's very slow. Very, very slow through there. Especially compared to F1 2010. Where they just seem to fly you out of the pits. And I need to be careful through this corner. And we are in 17th place. Ahead of all the back markers, but still in 17th place. So that means we have a lot of free air. And let's just push like hell to try and get the undercut on Fernando Alonso. Okay, we've got a lot of drivers filing into the pits at the moment. So whereabouts is this going to put me? Hopefully still in front of Jenson Button. The best possible solution will be to come out ahead of Fernando Alonso as well. There's a driver exiting the pit lane now, though. So whereabouts is this going to put me in terms of him? I think, unfortunately, behind this driver, whoever he is. So who is that? Is that Alonso? Yes, it is Alonso. He's actually got a bigger lead over me than he had before. which is a little bit frustrating. So I need to try and close that up. I'm the fastest guy out on track at the moment. Purple through Sector 2. Closing in on Fernando Alonso. This is really, really important. I need to get past him. If I don't overtake him, Alonso wins the championship. It's as simple as that. Right, all these other AI drivers are going to be coming into the pits on this lap. So that's going to put Alonso back up into first most likely, and me up into second as Button into the pit lane. Purple so far, fastest lap of the race. And we need to just catch up to Alonso as quick as we possibly can. We're doing a pretty good job at the moment, but we need to get past him. Slow through turn 2 though for Alonso. Well, how does he do through turn 3? Oh, it's me having the problem through turn 3, running it a little bit too wide. I'm not going to really be able to get him in towards this next hairpin as I struggle through here anyway. But if I can keep the gap close in towards the next couple of corners, then I could have the chance down the second back straight. Closing up quite a bit to Alonso right now. So this is going to be my chance. This is going to be the chance to try and get past Alonso in today's race. Right behind the Ferrari driver. Not the best alliance from either of us through that little curb there. But using Kurz, using Slipstream all the way down in towards this chicane. Where's Alonso going to go? Defensive? No, he goes to the right-hand side. I'm going to go up the inside now. Brake. Very late up the inside. Switchback move there for Alonso. Side by side between the two championship contenders. And it's job done. Alonso spun. Was that me? Please don't tell me that was me. I'm going to feel so bad if I took him out. Please don't say I took him out. Did I? No, I didn't. He spun himself out. Oh my god. He hit the bollard and he spun himself out. That is incredible stuff. The championship leader, Fernando Alonso, has spun himself out on a bollard. That's going to put him way down the field. I'm not too sure whether a safety car will come out or not. I doubt it. But I am in the championship lead. Alonso, has he been demoted? No, he hasn't. He still holds on to P2. So the gap in the championship, if my maths is correct, will be 24 points come the end of this race. But if he has any damage, that will be a different story, as I'm completely messing up because I'm too focused on where Alonso is. I'm just going to take this last remaining 4 laps nice and cautiously. I have a huge lead over Alonso. I don't need to push too much. I just need to make sure I stay in this position. Jenson Button is so close onto the tail of Fernando Alonso now. 3/10 of a second separate those two guys. There is still the chance that Button can get past Alonso. And if he does, the championship gap will be 21 points, which is still going to be really difficult to try and catch up. But at least it's better than 24. There's a better chance of me winning the championship if it's 21 compared to when it's 24. So fingers crossed. Jenson, please do the job for me. And Hamilton, just get past him. Take him out at the same time, if you will. Final lap then here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Alonso still in second place, but Button is not too far behind him. And Lewis Hamilton is not far behind both of those two guys either. So possibly we could see it on the final lap. Button and Hamilton sailing past Fernando Alonso as they move up into second and third place. Hopefully. I mean, fingers crossed. Button is so close to the back of Alonso, but I think it's because Hamilton is right on the tail of him as well. Both drivers go defensive, and Hamilton doesn't go for the overtake on either of them, which is really, really annoying, because I need Alonso to be overtaken by those guys if I stand any chance in the next round of actually winning the championship. It will still go down. It will still be mathematically possible for me to win the championship, but it is going to be very, very tough. 24 points. I need him to not finish and for me to win the race. So it's going to be very, very tough in Brazil for me to do that. Couple of corners left to go as we come around the penultimate corner now. 1 corner left to go. The championship is going to go down to the final round of the season. It's our 6th win of the F1 2011 season. We've broken our record from when we did it the first time around. What a fantastic result for myself here today. 6th win of the season. Get in. Get in. 4 seconds ahead of Alonso. Unfortunately, Jenson Button just could not do the job and overtake him at the end of the day to get that second place away from him. It does mean that the 7 points is going to be taken off. 24 points will be the gap as we go into the final race, which means it is still possible. I have to win the final race of the season. Alonso has to not finish, and we will win the championship, because I think he's probably got more race wins than me as well, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's going to be difficult, but anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does. Right, let's go through the race classification. Myself winning today's race with Fernando Alonso 2nd and Jenson Button rounding out the podium. Lewis Hamilton in 4th, Vitaly Petrov 5th, Nico Rosberg in 6th with Sebastian Vettel 7th, Sebastian Buemi in 8th with Felipe Massa in 9th, and Jaime Alguersuari rounding out the top 10 and getting the final championship point here today. Michael Schumacher just missing out on points here today with Barrichello 17th, and our DNS for today were Mark Webber and Narain Kartikeyan once again. So that is it for the race. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship and the gap. There we go. It is 24 points, the gap between the two of us. So like I say, it's still possible. It is still possible for us to win the championship. But I think it's also... No. Is it still possible? Yes, it's still possible for... No, it's not. It's not possible anymore for Felipe Massa to overtake us. So we have got... for Sebastian Vettel, sorry, to overtake us. So I believe we have got a Force India seat for next season, which is absolutely incredible stuff. I don't know how that has happened. I made it harder than it was in F1 in the first time of doing Rags to Riches, but somehow we've managed to do it. We've managed to get 2nd place. We could even win the championship at this rate, which could be absolutely incredible. Constructor standings now, and Williams are still in 4th. I think that's confirmed now. Yes, it is confirmed that Williams have got 4th position in the Constructors standings with Mercedes in 5th. So that's a fantastic result for us, moving above our 5th place that we managed to achieve for Virgin last season. So I'm very, very happy with today's result. But that's it for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Let's head back to the menus. Interview here today after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix after a fantastic race win once again. So, will this result give you a boost? Of course it will. 6 race wins of the season in a Williams is a fantastic result. So, it gives me and the team an added boost going into the final race of the season. And hopefully we can challenge for the championship. But yeah, a win will always give the team an added boost. Have you given up hope? No. Okay, I've been saying for the whole season pretty much that we're not focusing on the title. Now we are. We've got a slim chance. But a slim chance is all we need. That's all we need to try and take the championship this season. So hopefully we can win it. Care to comment on the team move rumours? I am moving teams next season. I will be joining Force India for next season in F1 2012, which I'm pretty excited to do there. So it's going to be a nice season with Force India, and hopefully we can challenge for the championship once again with that team. So yes, a team move. I've been considering a team move for next season. What a race here today at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Have a couple of emails after it, and it's a contract offer from McLaren going into the final race of the season. I think that's because we beat Jenson Button as a rival, which is pretty incredible, and a 6th race win of the season, and that means it's our 9th of our career so far, which is pretty incredible. 9 race wins in the Rags to Riches series. That is pretty incredible indeed. Will we join McLaren for F1 2011 Season 2? I doubt it, because I doubt I will do another season on this game, but if we do, we have that option available for us for next season. Standings one more time, 2nd in the standings, 24 points separate us. There's a slim chance of us to win the championship, but like I said in the interviews, a slim chance is all we need to try and take it. Fernando Alonso has a problem, or fails to get into the points in the next race, and we win it, then we will be crowned the Drivers' World Champion for the F1 2011 season. So let's just wait and see what happens. And that will be coming tomorrow. Should we do it tomorrow? Finale? I don't feel like it's right to do the finale tomorrow. So do you know what? I'm going to give you guys a little treat, and let's do another triple bill here today. The finale will be coming up later today, so don't forget to look forward to that. Don't forget to look out for that on my channel as well. If you turn my notifications on, then you will be notified that it has been uploaded. But that is it for today's race. If you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash a like on today's video. Subscribe to the channel for daily Formula One content, and don't forget to share this video with your friends. But I will see you later on with a finale of the F1 2011 season. It is, of course, the Brazilian Grand Prix. But until then, it's goodbye from me.